out there, everybody? It's your bearded brothers. I'm Matt.
I sometimes name myself.
That's sometimes Chris. And we are back with yet another sports podcast. Welcome to week 3. Well, end of week 3. We are beginning week 4 of the NFL season this year. We do have some unfortunate, catastrophic injury news to start this particular day with. Several people are not going to be with us for the rest of the season. Najee Harris out for the season. Nick Bosa out for the season. There were a couple of more. Who else did we lose season long that just... Wasn't there 2 or 3 more?
Off the top of my head, I don't remember all of them.
Yeah, there's some big ones, guys. Those guys are gone. So gonna have I know Mike Evans is out for a couple of weeks now. That's not a season. It's just a couple of. James Conner out.
James Conner. Yep.
Out for the season. Yeah, it's It hasn't exactly been fun for a bunch of people. There's been a lot of injuries and a lot of people that are just not coming back for this season. In happy news for people that didn't get injured but got demoted, Russell Wilson has been demoted. And apparently, according to Brian Dable, it is for the season.
That was his choice.
Well, it was his choice, and it's for the season.
Yeah.
He is now going to back up Jackson Dart,
Which I figured,
who will start the rest of this season.
Which I kind of figured it would be weird for him to be like...
It's coming a little earlier than I thought. I thought they'd wait another couple of weeks.
Yeah, but God, Russell looked so bad in that
he looked
last game.
So bad last week.
Every deep ball he threw was overthrown and intercepted. It was so bad.
So bad.
It was quite terrible.
I will say that the bright spot on that offense has been a man that I am dubbing Scataboom.
He had a good game. That's for sure.
He runs like he's angry at the ground. He runs like he caught you with his mother and he's trying to knock you unconscious. I read a thing where apparently he used to put on his older brother's helmet and pads and run into phone poles. So that's the type of person you're dealing with. Also, if you didn't see Dable's post-game press conference, it had to be postponed for a minute because all you heard in the background was Scattaboo running up and down the halls going, "Woo!" at the top of his lungs. And Dable goes, that's every day around here now with him. So, that's a dude who's a leader. He's fun. He gets people amped up. He's one of those leaders. You know exactly what I mean. The Ray Lewis types that get out there and they want you to have fun and they want you to hit people and get hit. And you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
X Factor Brian Dawkins from the Eagles, who came out and just, turned a switch. Anyway. Those were the big injuries, though. Tyrone Tracy is out for a while, so Scattaboo is starting as the starting running back, which I can't say enough good things about because I really think he's going to be a really good running back in this league.
Right.
I would say also, while we're on the subject of running backs, let's cut Ashton Genty some slack. It's only 3 games in. It's 3 games in, guys. Cut him a little slack.
I mean... I will say he hasn't looked great yet. Granted, they haven't used him as much as they should have. And their offensive line is not the most running back friendly offensive line.
No, but I mean, look at it. I think Ezekiel Elliott took several weeks to get going when he first came in. You could say the same thing about, Giants to Eagles running back.
Talking about Saquon?
Saquon, thank you. You know my name. You know by now my name. Names and me don't mesh all the time. Saquon Barkley took several weeks to get going and be consistent. Bijan Robinson took a while to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a matter of just because the game moves faster. His skills are there. He will get better. He just needs time to figure out NFL defenses, and then he'll start dicing them up. All right, let's just
Excuse me.
relax. Let's just relax.
I mean, it might take more than the first year, to be fair.
Yeah,
It does happen.
and if that happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Don't sit here and be mad at him.
No, I'm just being honest about it. Like, that just sometimes happens.
Yep. I agree with you. Um, anyway, so this week we're gonna talk about some games, and then we are going to. We actually do have a top 10 this week, and I don't know if Chris did one, but I did an Inferno.
Yep, I got game balls, showers, infernos, and potatoes.
Yep. All right. So we're up to the full kit and caboodle minus the NHL because the NHL has not yet started. So, but once it starts, you'll start getting top 10s of that from me as well. After about the first month or so, I'll start doing top 10s. And we'll see how things go from there. And you'll get some NHL news, and you might get some rants and raves about NHL stuff. So for right now, here's your games. And do you have any games you want to talk about this week, Chris?
I have plenty of things I want to talk about. I don't know if I necessarily want to talk like. I'll just give like quick rundown and thoughts on like certain games that I found interesting.
Well, I think then let's.
I don't want to give like two. I don't want to go. I don't want to like do like full stats and everything. I just kind of want to go over just brief like. Here's like things I liked about certain games, maybe.
Yeah, and I think that's a better way to do this rather than us trying to watch specific games and going, here's what the stats were. No, let's just talk about things that we liked and things that we didn't.
So first, like I think we'll just start from the. I want to start from the beginning and just roll down. I have it already pulled up, so let's just start right at the top. Thursday, Dolphins, Bills. Very obviously, Bills are a top tier contender. I think their window for Super Bowl is wide open. Josh Allen's obviously still Josh Allen. Dolphins, I don't care that they scored 21 points. They look like shit. But
How does Mike McDaniel have a job?
Yeah, it looks that the 21 points feels like it was garbage time. 21 points, to be honest.
Yeah,
I know it wasn't. It was mostly in the first half, but still, At
what point do you pull Tua and throw Zach Wilson in and see if you get a better result?
He keeps throwing fucking interceptions at crucial times, man. I just can't.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to get off the Tua train. But unfortunately, apparently, the owner likes Tua, and I don't know what the deal is there. Man.
Yeah, I don't get it. Anyways, that's all I gotta say about that game. You have any other additions?
Not really. Josh Allen is the man. Mike McDaniel, I don't know how you have a job. I think the only reason he has a job is because Huizenga, whom I believe is the owner for the Dolphins, he doesn't like to fire people mid-season. So McDaniel might keep the job until the end of the season, but that may not be. I don't know.
There's a chance there. I've heard rumors that there is a chance that he keeps him and then lets him draft his QB. So
yeah, if Tua doesn't work this year, you could see the plug pulled on Tua and see Zach Wilson or
who knows?
Who was the other one? Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers.
You might see one of them this year and just see what happens. And if not, and they're doing really bad, there's a plethora of QBs available this offseason in the draft, and any one of them could get pulled. And you might actually get, if he gets what he wants, then let's see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go on to the next one on my list. Next one on my list, I have Panthers, Falcons. The one thing I want to take away from this game is, holy shit, this was a terrible game from Michael Penix. This was an awful game for him. And the Panthers didn't even play all that well, but for it to end 30-0, I mean...
Penix threw some really bad balls, some badly ill-timed interceptions. And it wasn't that Bryce Young looked spectacular, but compared to Penix, he looked like Tom fucking Brady.
I think, as much as I like Penix, I think this is the clear sign to me of, all right, you've seen his floor, we've seen potential ceiling. but we've definitely seen his floor. I don't think you're going to get any worse than this. My concern, though, is will this floor raise, or are we just going to get massive swings with this guy? Like, are
Yeah,
we just going to
I
have some games that are
really
great
hope we
and
don't.
some really bad games?
Yes.
Because that is concerning. However,
To me,
again,
this is basically
it's one
his
game.
almost like his rookie year. He only got a couple of games at the
Yeah,
end of last
he got a
season.
couple of games. I think that's what I was going to say. It's one game. Shake it off. We'll see how next week goes, but this is definitely a week you want to, if you're the Falcons anyways, forget happened.
Yep. Put that in the rear view.
Put that in the rearview mirror, move on. Let's talk about the next game on my list, which is a hilarious game, Packers versus Browns. I'm going to be honest with you, the Packers were dominant. They actually pretty much pulled out ahead at the start of the game, held on to it, and then forgot how to play football at the very end of the fourth quarter.
It was 3-0 for most of the game.
It was actually 10-0 for most of the game.
And then the Packers got a touchdown again, and it was 10-0 most of the game. And then they had they threw Jordan Love threw a
bad pick,
horribly timed interception
Yep.
that resulted in a touchdown. And then, as was the theme of the week, I'm going to dub this the week of the blocked kick. The Browns blocked a field goal.
They do.
And managed to get it back in range so that they could kick a field goal and win the game.
Yep. It was one of those games where you're just like, wow. All right, Packers somehow lose in the last 4 minutes of the game. That's literally what happened. Packers lose in the last 4 minutes of the game.
I will say watching Tom Grossi grapple with that was both sad and hilarious.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like you lost the Browns, but your team played so well for all of the rest of the game. How did you lose? This is, again, I almost like I'm repeating myself. This is a game you want to forget the Packers played because it's not that they played necessarily all that poorly, but the last 4 minutes were the worst.
It's just terrible.
So I don't think this is a game that's indictment of them as a team, but I do see this as an indictment on Jordan Love, which just continues my original thing that I said last week, which is he's a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add to that?
I got nothing else. You got anything else?
Nope. Next on my list. Oh, this one's the one that hurts because we'll get into it. Jaguars, Texans. Jaguars end up winning out 17-10.
17-10.
Okay. Now remember, I'm judging everything based upon my eye and based upon what I've seen. And how I'm judging based upon, obviously, not seeing all of the games played, but watching a lot from Red Zone as much as possible. CJ Stroud is not year one CJ Stroud. I don't know what it is, but he's making mistakes you would.
It's almost
I feel like you
regressed.
Would not see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's got more fear in the pocket about being hit. I don't know if his offensive line is that bad where he's not getting enough time. It feels like there are moments where that's true, and then other moments where he's just making bad throws.
I also think that his running game is not as good as it was that first year.
No, it doesn't feel like he's using his legs nearly as much.
Not just that, but the overall running backs. Like, even though you have
Chubb,
that's true, you don't
yeah.
have Mixon this year, and that first year they had that breakout back that we all thought they were going to stick with him. Then they got Mixon, and that still helped. But I think a lot of that is predicated on the fact that because there's no fear of the run game, they're able to drop more people into coverage, and it's confusing him.
Yeah.
And because
that's what I was going to say. Is it
because their offensive line is weak, they don't need as many people to get home.
Yeah,
to sack
I just think there's a lot of problems with that team, and I'm worried. I'm worried about the fact that CJ Stroud has potentially actually regressed rather than it just being, he's doing the best he can on a bad offensive line with no running game. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Now talking about the Jaguars, they have improved, but it's still slow pickings. Like, there are moments where I'm just like, especially this game where I'm just like, oh, that looks bad. Like
Mm-hmm.
even Brian Thomas Jr. only finally remember how to catch the ball at the very end of the game.
He has
Like
not looked like he did last year. For whatever
no,
reason, he has not been the dominant receiver we expected.
and Travis Hunter has been well. Travis Hunter. I mean,
He's actually been decent on defense.
I was gonna say he's been fine. It's just he's still obviously a rookie who's only in his third week. Like that's what I mean. It's Travis Hunter. It's just Travis Hunter trying to get used to the
Yeah,
NFL.
no, but he's been pretty good locking down
He's
some
been good.
receivers
He's
as a
been solid.
quarterback. But I haven't seen any flashes of him as the wide receiver yet.
He's kept it. He's kept it. I think he's caught a couple passes, but nothing that's made me go, "Oh my God, Travis!"
Yeah, nothing that's made me go.
Now there's been a
"Ooh."
couple of moments that have come close, but not quite there.
Yeah,
So I'm seeing slow Jaguars progression, but I don't know. I'm still not convinced that they're like a top team yet. I'm still kind of like, they still feel like they have some work to do.
they still have a
And their
little bit of work left
defense,
to do. Yeah,
and the defense that I was expecting to get versus what we are getting is not up to snuff either. To be
No,
honest,
it's
like it's
not.
not bad. It's just not.
These
as
guys
good as
are middle of the pack. I feel like they're going to be a 9-8
Yeah.
team,
It's kind of feeling that way. It really
but
is
that's
feeling
still
that
better
way.
than last year.
It's better than last year. It's not a bad team, but it's. I guess you could say it's almost reminiscent of like. Yeah, this is a first year rebuild almost with a new
Yeah,
head
this
coach,
is
but
an
it's not really a
incomplete-
rebuild, but it feels like it.
It's an incomplete team.
Yeah, it's not a fully fleshed out. Like it's still like I think they're still figuring out the playbook probably.
Yep.
Like that's kind of what it feels like.
Give it a couple of years though, and they could be really good.
Yeah, I think even next year they might be better, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, next on my list, we're gonna talk about the glorious Bengals versus Vikings game. Oh my God! If you want to talk about a game that everything went wrong for the Bengals and everything went right for the Vikings, this is the game.
Well, at least
There
defensively.
wasn't.
I mean,
Well,
offensively,
even
we did
offensively,
We
we
did
played
pretty well too.
still played fine. Carson Wentz did what he was supposed to. I mean, he threw what? I think it was 14. Hold on, I can pull it up. It's like 12 out of 18 or something like that, or 14
Yeah,
out of
and
18
he didn't have
passes.
to throw a whole lot, and
Like he wasn't asked to do a lot. Yeah,
he wasn't asked
not
to
that
do
that
a
was a
lot,
problem.
and he did exactly what he needed to. He even threw a touchdown.
14 of 20.
Yeah, didn't throw any interceptions.
Yeah, I mean, he looked fine. He did what he was supposed to do. There were moments that weren't great, but like,
You could
yeah,
tell he
for all
was
those-
excited to be starting in a Vikings
Yeah.
jersey.
yeah, he
Grew
was
up,
just
grew
enjoying
up a
playing.
fan of the Vikings. You know,
Yeah.
he was that kid.
Exactly. I mean, he went to school. North Dakota State. So
Yeah.
So it was a game that just everything went wrong for the Bengals. The offense couldn't get going. Jake Browning couldn't do anything but throw picks. They couldn't hold on the ball. They fumbled so many times. I mean, I'm just trying to think of everything. Just nothing worked for the Bengals. Just nothing. Especially that first half where we just racked up so many interceptions. I mean, Isaiah Rodgers had one of the best games he's probably ever played.
Oh yeah, he picked up. Let me see here. First, he
got a
does it as an
fumble,
interception.
and then he did.
First, he has
Yep.
the interception, which he returns for a touchdown. Then he pulls the ball out of a dude's arms,
He punched it out. Yeah.
punched it out, recovers it, takes it back for a touchdown.
Yep.
Then the next series, he punches another one out, which is recovered by
He punches
someone
another one
else.
out, which is
You're just
recovered by
like,
someone else. Yep.
Good lord.
Yeah, the dude was on fire. That was the Isaiah Rodgers game. That's what that was.
Yeah, and you could tell. And here's the thing I'm going to say about it: you could tell having Harrison Smith was back in the lineup, and
Yep.
that made a huge difference.
That you could tell.
defensively.
You could tell it made a difference.
Because
yeah.
on that interception, Harrison Smith tipped the ball.
Yes, I was gonna say yeah.
And
You can tell
then we
he's been
also
making
got
things.
back our left tackle. And you could tell Darisaw back changed the complexion, especially on running.
The running Mason looked good.
He looked really good. I don't know if he's going to be the starter, but I think a tandem back now with him.
I think tandem back probably.
Yeah, but he looked really good running the ball. Defensively, we just knocked them around. Browning couldn't get
They
anything
couldn't do
done.
anything, yeah.
I don't know if they start him again or if they're looking for another
I
quarterback.
have no idea. If you're the Bengals at this point, you have to be almost looking at like your season's almost down the shitter already. Like that. Like, you're not getting Joe Burrow back until maybe December at best.
Yep.
At best. And you somehow have to get there. And it's very clear after this just one game, Browning ain't going to do it. Because the thing is, as much as he can lead this offense and we've seen him win, he still threw a bunch of interceptions and still barely won those other games that he's played.
Yeah, so
Like,
you got to
still,
find
he
somebody
still
with a
throws
backup
too many
quarterback.
picks.
You got to find somebody with a backup quarterback that you think you can trust.
You know, there's somebody out there who may be on someone's bench that may be worth $180 million that's not doing anything right now.
There is, except he came in relief of
Yes,
the other guy.
it's already been confirmed though that Penix is starting next. They're not switching to Kirk.
There's also another guy that wears blue, who just got benched for the rookie.
That's true, but that would be a big mistake, and I would actually keep Browning over that. I'd be like, no, it can't. That's just as bad. That doesn't get better. That doesn't get it better. So no, absolutely not. That would be horrible. I think Russ is washed. Russ is done.
I agree with you, but
I think this is I think at best he's a backup quarterback. I think this is it. Yeah. I think that was the season that showed that no, he's done.
Yeah. You might be able to get Wilson out of Miami or Mac.
If you were no Max at the 49ers right now for relief for Purdy at the moment.
But for how long is he going to be their guy?
Yeah, but how much do they want to trust Purdy? I was gonna say he really wanted to go spicy. I mean, there's another guy who wears blue, who's sitting on the bench.
At least he's fun.
He'll at least make it entertaining.
He'll at least be entertaining. Jameis Winston. I mean, let's throw famous Jameis out there. Let him throw the ball as far downfield as he can, and you see if Jamar Chase can get it.
It'd be far more fun than watching Browning.
Yep.
Throwing 10-yard interceptions.
I mean, I would do that if I were them.
Yeah, that's what I would do, actually. I'd be like, hey, you going to do anything with that guy on your bench? I have a feeling they're going to be looking. I have a real good feeling.
I have a feeling they're going to be looking, and you're going to see
They're already calling, I bet.
I'll bet you they're calling people, yeah. We may not see it this week, but sometime very soon they're going to be either signing somebody that's a free agent, and I don't know who's out there still. But
I don't even remember everyone that's out there.
They're also
I'm sure they'll find somebody.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to trade and try to get somebody.
Yeah, to me it's clear unless somehow Browning has one of the best games ever of his life next week, which I don't even know who's playing. I don't know who they're playing. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, but yeah, that game was literally the defensive awesomeness and pretty decent offense, but. Like, the defense way outshone the offense for the Vikings.
Yeah, it was a defensive game. And and you know what, to be blunt, if our defense can keep doing that when JJ comes back into the lineup, I mean...
Yeah, and I think...
Great,
I want to see, as much as everybody's like, oh, maybe we should bench him and have Wentz. No, not yet.
No.
We kind of know what Wentz overall is, even if he's a little bit better
now. We need to develop JJ, period.
No, I want to develop JJ, and I want to see what he looks like when we've got Darisaw at left tackle. That is one of my big things. Like, let's see what he looks like when the whole line is out there, and he's not running for his fucking life.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about. Oh, and also getting back, Addison will be helpful too.
Will be helpful too. Yes.
Next game on my list we have Steelers Patriots. I did not get to watch a lot of this game, so I can't comment too much on it. All I can comment on is that. From my understanding, is the Patriots did not look as good as you'd want, and Rodgers did just enough to win a football game. That's basically my understanding.
The Patriots developed an allergy to the football.
Oh, yeah, they fumbled the ball quite a bit. Yeah, yes. I do remember hearing about that.
They had like 4 fumbles as a team.
Yeah.
2 of them to Ramondre Stevenson.
I am well aware of that, unfortunately. He is on my roster, and he did happen to play last week, and now he's not. He's now on my bench.
Smart man. At some point, they've got to put in Travion Henderson. Is all I'm saying.
That's what I've heard people calling for that already. Now, yeah.
But yeah, the Steelers again. Rodgers did just enough to help them win. The defense. I think is the most shocking part. It's a very un-Steelers like defense. They've been getting kind of
They've
tore
not
up.
been playing as well as you would think they would. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Rodgers did just enough to win, which at his age is, I think, all we're really going to be asking of him. We're not going to be seeing any more 5
Well,
touchdown games from Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know. That week 1 argues otherwise. He did have 4, remember?
That's true.
Once in a while, I think he can still pull it up, but you won't see it as commonly.
No,
you are right.
You won't. What's next for you?
All right, next we have Rams-Eagles. And this game made me sad because the Rams looked so good for so long and then let the Eagles come back and win the football game.
Off of a blocked field goal.
Yep. And then guess what? At the very end of the game, when the Rams had a chance to win it, what happened? Another blocked field goal that ran back for a touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah. All credit to the Eagles. They did fire up and their offense started cooking at the end in that fourth quarter. But it did take a while before it started getting pushing. So I do give credit to the offensive coordinator for finally being aggressive. But Rams defense, man, you guys gotta.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Up. That was terrible.
That was terrible.
You had that. I think what was hold on. At one point they were up by like what, 14 almost.
Something like that.
They were up by 19. They were up. No, sorry, not 19. They were up by 12 at half. Then they got another touchdown, so they were up by 19.
Yeah, they were up by 12 at the half. They were up by 19 points, and then the Eagles went, "Oh crap, we're losing! Time to turn it on to destroy humanity."
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Rams. I'll give credit to the Rams offense. They played well. Everyone played as well as you'd expect. Matthew Stafford looked good. Devontae Adams is surprisingly still Devontae Adams for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not as consistent, but he can still make those crazy catches once in a while.
Oh yeah.
And Puka Nacua is. I mean, come on, it's Puka Nacua. So, overall, all the Eagles showed is that AJ Brown can still be AJ Brown when you need to win the football game.
Pretty much.
So, that's all I got to say about that game.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at, too.
All right, let's move on to the next game. I have Jets-Bucks game. Buccaneers beat the Jets 29-27, although they certainly tried to lose that game.
They did. They did try to lose that game, and then Baker would not let them lose.
Nope. Baker said, I actually remember, quote, Baker said it was a personal victory.
Yes.
Because apparently the guy on the Jets is the one that cut him. So that's why he felt it to be personal.
He also told Ibuka, he said, 2 hands, man. Don't ever disrespect my passes like that again. When Ibuka caught that one-handed pass on the sidelines,
yeah.
He goes, 2 hands.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect my passes like that.
Yeah, 2-handed. God damn it. Yep.
He's like, you ain't that. You're just a rookie, man. Come on, Rook.
You ain't that yet.
You ain't that yet. But, Ibuka is obviously going to have to be the primary target now that Evans is out for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yep. Now, I will say, obviously, the Jets, a lot of people didn't expect to be even in this game because Justin Fields didn't play. They had Tyrod Taylor out there instead. But, I mean, I'll give all credit to Tyrod Taylor by the end of the football game. I mean, he was looking like prime Taylor. Like, he was looking really good at the very end of that football game.
He still has a few of those games in him every so often. You'll see those.
Yeah. So I'll give credit to the Jets. I think that they can still be a competitive football team this season. I don't know if they'll be super successful, but I think they're competitive right now.
I think they're competitive. Yeah.
I think because as much as I want to be like, oh man, Bucks, you almost lost to the Jets, but the Jets have been in all of the games they played. Like they haven't been really blown out. So I think that they're just getting better, and I think the Bucks are still a very good football team despite the fact of the Jets almost winning the game. I don't think it's as an indignation. It's not like they almost lost to the Packers, who did lose to the Browns, by the way. That would be far more worse.
Yeah.
Jets is just like, okay. They're a decent football team. I think that they're middle of the road. I think they'll probably go 8 or 9, 9 and 8. Like that's kind of
something like that.
Too.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. You got anything else for that?
No, not really.
All right, let's move on to the next game. We got Colts Titans, and
Indiana
Indiana
Jones.
Jones is still Indiana Jones. Now, granted, I do have to caveat this. They are 3-0, but let's remember who they've beaten. They've beaten the Titans, who we all know is playing with a rookie quarterback and is, quite frankly, not a good football team. The second team that they've beaten was the Broncos, which a lot of people are now calling Bo Nix already washed, which is hilarious. So, and granted, only won by a point. It was 29-28. And then week 1, they played the Dolphins and beat and smacked the shit out of them, granted 33-8, but we all know the Dolphins are not good this year.
No, they're not.
So,
I will also say
I
JT
do want to slow the
did
brakes
get-
on a lot of people being like, "Oh my god, the Colts are so good." Well, slow the brakes. They are good, but they're not great. They still haven't played a great football team yet.
This week, I think, is going to be their trial by fire. They
Who
play
do
the
they play
Rams.
this week? That will be a good trial for them. Yes.
Yep. We're going to see if they're paper or if they've got some substance to them.
But so far, the paper tiger looks good. I'll tell you what, it looks
JT
great.
had 3 touchdowns last week.
JT looked great.
JT looked fantastic. I was so happy for him.
It's either 3 or 2. I don't remember what,
3,
but I know
I
he had
believe.
over 100 yards rushing.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely blew the
And you know
doors
what?
off.
And despite the Titans, and to just go to the Titans real quick, like the Colts played great. I don't want to overblow it. Like Daniel Jones looking good overall. I think we all know at this point it was the Giants, not Jones, in my opinion. Anyways, Titans though, I do want to say this. I think, despite your team obviously being bad, and you knew it was probably going to be bad, I think Cam Ward's fine. So far, I've seen enough film to go, yeah, I think if you give him a little bit more offensive line, you give him some more things to work with, I think he's perfectly
I
good
agree with
quarterback.
you. The only thing I've seen is sometimes he tries a little too hard to make a play.
Yeah, but at the same time, with this team and how far he's pushed, like I think he already knows that this isn't like
Yeah.
the most important season in the world. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
as hard as I don't want to be that guy, but like he knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows.
So I think he's still learning, and I think he's still processing, and I think he's doing well for the fact that he's only in that was his 3rd week, you know?
Yeah.
Against I would say a good Colts defense. I think he played well. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about that team. Colts are playing well. Indiana Jones is looking continuously like Indiana Jones. We'll see if that holds on until next week.
Yep.
Let's talk about the Raiders and Commanders next. I didn't get to watch too much of this game, unfortunately. But I will say from what I did watch of it, the Raiders looked not as good as they did last week. And Commanders had their bounce back week that I kind of expected would happen.
Yeah, even though
they
it
came
was
back with a
Mariota
vengeance.
there, not Daniels,
It still worked, yeah.
Yeah, and they also had a running back by committee going that seemed to be doing pretty good.
Yeah. Raiders defense just looked like it was
Overmatched.
made out of paper mache.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only way to really word that. Hopefully they do better next week, but yeah, that was
Yeah, they got shredded.
a bad game.
Yeah.
That was a bad game. All right, Chargers versus the Broncos. Wow, this game. This is starting to show that maybe the Chargers are finally turning around the curse.
Yes.
Instead of barely losing games, they're barely winning games, which, quite frankly, is a far cry better than barely
and
losing.
they would have found, I think 2 years ago they would have found a way to lose.
They would have found a way to lose. 100%. Yeah.
100%.
They would have gotten that last field goal like blocked or some shit.
Yeah. Or they'd have shanked it, or on the way down to try to get into range for that field
Or it
goal.
would have got blocked for a touchdown back, you know.
Or it
like,
would have been intercepted, or they'd have fumbled the ball,
Yeah.
or
yeah, exactly. I will say it looks like Justin Herbert's playing well. Lad McConkey's still playing well. And you know what? Quentin Johnston is finally the Quentin Johnston that we were hoping that they were getting out of college. He has now 3 weeks in a row consecutively caught several passes and gotten touchdowns. He's actually looking like a competent wide receiver. So I think they actually have their wide receiver 1, 2, and 3. I think they actually do. Keenan Allen is still clearly, obviously.
Lad has slipped a little. He is not the one
Yep.
that he was last year, but Quentin has really stepped up.
Yep. And Keenan Allen stepped up. He had that big touchdown catch that at the end that was important.
Yep.
I just think that that the Chargers are a legit team. I don't care how close these games are; they're winning. It doesn't matter.
I agree.
And of course, if you know anything about how these defenses and offenses are run, this is a Harbaugh offense.
This is a very Harbaugh offense.
This
And
is
I
an
can't wait
offense.
now
Yeah.
because they don't have Najee Harris at all for the rest of the year. He's done. Yep. I can't wait to see what Omarion Hampton looks like.
Hampton.
Yes.
Yep.
I think that's going to be fun to watch.
So yeah, I think that this is a legit playoff team.
I agree. 100%. I couldn't agree more.
All right. Now I do want to quickly before I move on talk about Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is still a fine quarterback. I think he did make some errors. I think he's still learning. Obviously, he looked better in his rookie season. Why is he having issues now? It sometimes happens. Sometimes your second year, you have more of a hiccups.
Maybe the defenses have adjusted to him a little bit.
Exactly. It happens. I think he'll still be fine. He still has Sean Payton. People are like, oh, Sean Payton's not looking so good this year. It's been 3 weeks. Give it some time. Maybe he's just a little.
They had one game that was taken from them on a really dumb penalty by their special teams, etc.
They barely lost this game.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be fine. Just relax, guys. At least you're not getting beat by 77 points.
Yes. All right, let's talk about the next game then, which is Seahawks Saints, and oh boy, did the Seahawks make a statement. I think the Seahawks made the right choice in going to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, I don't know about you, but it doesn't matter where he's playing, if it's with us or if he's in the Seahawks uniform. But every time I watch him throw a pass, it is one of the most beautiful thrown balls.
Oh yeah,
like it's just the most perfect spirals.
I think he's finally stopped seeing ghosts on the field.
Oh, 100%. Like he just the passes are just so right in the pocket, perfect. Like it looks so good.
I think he's got his confidence and swagger
he's got
back
his confidence
from when
back.
he was at USC. Yep. I think we're seeing the Sam Darnold that we all wished we could have seen at the Jets.
Yes.
And this is him. This is what the Jets thought they were going to get. And what they couldn't develop because they're the Jets.
Because they're the Jets, yeah. And now I see the Seahawks and I go, that they might. I honestly think that they are going to easily take their division. I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't think it's even close. Yeah, especially now with the Niners as banged up as they are. Yeah, the Seahawks are probably going to take the NFC. Well, the Rams.
They're the only ones, but I honestly think if you paired them up, I think the Seahawks would win now. I think their defense is better.
Really, really good this
I think
year.
their defense is better, and I think their offense can stack up against their offense just fine.
Amazing. The defense looks awesome. Yeah, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing out of Seattle right now.
Now, as far as the Saints are concerned,
this is the year we expected from them.
This is, the first 2 weeks they actually made the games competitive. This game was
not competitive at all.
This is the game that I was expecting to see most of the time from the Saints this week or this year. So those first 2 weeks actually gave me a little deja vu. I was more like, wow, are they actually going to somehow be competitive? No.
The answer to that is no.
All right. But there's nothing else I gotta really say about the Saints.
Nothing here.
The Saints are a bad football team. It is what it is. All right. Next game we got Cowboys Bears, and wow. This is easily the best game Caleb Williams has played, bar none, since he's been in the NFL.
4 touchdown passes.
This is the Caleb Williams that everybody was hoping they were getting in year one.
He looked locked in, dialed in, LB3 on
LB3, yeah.
There were a couple of those.
Boys.
How do you let him be that wide open, Dallas?
Yeah, for real.
Oh my God.
On top, I was gonna say, not only did Caleb look the best, but he looked the best against the Cowboys. Figures. The Cowboys, just for whatever reason, love to make the NFC North teams look great. I don't know why.
I can't wait for their game this week. And even though
I know, right?
Even though I don't like Green Bay,
I don't.
I can't wait to see Green Bay smash the Cowboys into the ground.
True.
As much as I hate Green Bay,
they probably will. They always
the Cowboys deserve this.
They finally deserve a bad year. Jerry Jones is going super senile. Somebody's got to take the pet away from him. Someone take the pen away from Jerry Jones.
Please.
Yeah, as far as Cowboys is concerned, as far as watching this game it was more like, who is this? Is it like everyone keeps being like Cowboys is America's football team? Who the fuck is this? This isn't America's football team. I don't know what this is. This is not.
It's an abomination on a football field.
This hasn't like don't get me wrong. The Cowboys in the 2000s still had some moments that made you go, Cowboys of the 90s classic. And even like, not even that long ago, Dak had opportunities where you're like, oh wow, okay, Cowboys look actually legitimately good.
Zeke was really young.
Yeah. And the last 2 years, though, you're just like, man, this is not the Cowboys.
No.
This is just not the Cowboys. It hasn't been
Cowboys.
for like at least probably 3 years, actually.
Yeah, it's just not the Cowboys.
So,
and also losing. That's one we didn't talk about. CD.
Oh yeah, CD. I forgot. He's now granted only a high ankle sprain.
Supposedly, but we don't know how long that's going to keep him out.
They're saying supposedly only 1 to 2 weeks, but
high ankle
it's play by ear.
Weird.
Yeah, that's
1
what
to
it's
2 weeks
it's a play
could
by
turn
ear.
into 7 or 8 very quickly.
Yeah, they're saying it's a playing it by ear moment, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Bears look good, Cowboys look bad. We'll see how that goes. Next game we got Cardinals 49ers. I don't have much to say about this game. It was an ugly game. It was an ugly game.
Niners
49ers barely managed to beat out the Cardinals.
16 to
15. Yep. Mac Jones looked not great, but did well enough to win. So
yeah. Thank God this wasn't on a Monday night, or we all might have gotten radiation poisoning.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, let's talk about the Sunday night football game, which was Chiefs-Giants. And as much as you and I really wanted the Giants to somehow win,
I even picked
Russell
the Giants.
Wilson,
I even picked the Giants to win, just like because they had a really good game the week before, he threw for like 400 yards, and I was like, awesome. And then nothing. The only big thing we got out of this one was Cam Scatterboo being Cam Scatterboo.
Cam Scatterboo, basically. Yeah, it was bad. Chiefs looked... Honestly, they looked fine, but they didn't look like the Chiefs still. They still look kind of not great.
Now, the good news is Rashee Rice has returned to practice this week.
Yes.
So it looks like he's on track to play this upcoming game with them, which probably opens up a lot of their offense again. Or not Rice, Xavier Woods.
Worthy.
Thank you. Yep. Xavier Worthy. Rashee Rice is out 6 total games. So.
6 games, yeah.
But yeah, with Xavier Worthy coming back, that opens up a lot more of their playbook. He's fast, he's quick. That'll get him downfield more. I think we'll begin to see some of the Chiefs be the Chiefs again.
Right. All right, and then
anything else
final. No, I got nothing else to talk about that game. Like it was the Chiefs dominating the Giants. It was nothing spectacular to me. But I do want to talk about the next game, which was Monday night, which was Lions-Ravens. And despite the Lions winning 38-30, I promise you, the score does not reflect how the game was played. The Lions looked dominant against the Ravens.
Oh, absolutely. And their run game, Sonic and Knuckles ran all over them. And we saw a fumble from Derrick Henry.
King Henry, man.
That's like 3
in a crucial moment.
In a crucial moment, too.
It's been one every game. So one every he's only had 3, but that's one a game, and they've always been at crucial moments, like right near the end of the game.
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck, right? Yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong, Ravens are still a very good football team. Every single game they played has been very winnable. But just for whatever reason, the football gods are kicking them in the nuts and going, no.
That's exactly what's happening, too, and I feel bad for them because of it.
Pretty much. Now, this also did cement that Lions are legit. Like, despite the fact that week 1 was really bad, everything since has been Dan Campbell going, wait, nope, I still got this, guys. We're still good.
We're still good. I got this. Don't worry about it.
Sorry. Week 1 was just one of those, it's fine. We're good.
We're just trying to get our feet under us week 1.
We're still biting kneecaps. It's fine.
So, yeah, the Lions still look really good.
The Lions still look
I still think they're going to be, because now that the Packers have lost a game, Lions could very well still be kings of the North. Yeah.
They're still probably kings of the North at this point. Yep.
Yeah. Despite the fact that I would want that crown for the Vikings, I don't think we match up.
As weird as it sounds, I think right now it's really the crown is really going between the Lions and the Vikings, honestly. I think the Bears are good, but I don't think they're good enough for that quite yet. But maybe we'll see by halfway through the season.
And you got to put
And I
the
think the
Packers in there,
Packers,
but
Jordan Love is just too inconsistent, but they'll be really
their
close,
offense is
nipping
too
at our ass.
inconsistent. Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll
they're
be
going to
nipping at our
everybody's
ass.
because their defense, they're going to be nipping on everybody.
Their defense is really good. Yeah.
Yeah. All righty. And that's, do you have
But
anything
yeah,
else?
no, I was gonna say that's pretty much all I gotta say about the Lions Ravens. I think we went over every game and just quickly did our
I like that.
gave every game a little bit, like 5 minutes, a little bit of 5 minutes.
That felt a lot better than what we usually do. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think we needed any major deep dives into anything.
No.
All right.
I don't think we need to dive into anything specific. Like, there's no rant that I really need to do.
Nope.
There were some bad calls here and there by the rest, but it was nothing egregious. Nothing that I need to talk about.
Want to pass out some game balls?
Yeah, we can do some game balls.
You want to start?
Man, if you give me the start, I'm gonna take the easy dunk if you give it to me.
Do it. He's on my list too.
All right. Number 1, I'm giving it to Isaiah Rodgers. Game ball.
Game ball. JT, game ball.
Oh, that was my next one. Nice grab. I'm cheating. I don't care what anyone says. Number 3 is Sonic and Knuckles. They get a game ball.
I had Knuckles, not Sonic, but I'll let you.
I gave it to both of them because it feels weird not to give it to the tandem. They did well together.
You know what? Caleb Williams, game ball.
Ooh, that is a great one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dunking all over the Cowboys for 4 touchdowns. Caleb Williams.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Sam Darnold.
God damn it! You took my last one. Now I gotta go
get
find
a
another
game
one.
ball.
Son of a bitch. Now I gotta paw through here to see if there's
It's funny because you took my JT, so it's only fair.
Nobody there. All right, now I gotta find another one. Bastard.
Trust me, it won't be that hard. I promise you'll be able to find one.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Okay, that doesn't take long. Josh Allen, game ball.
I was gonna say probably Josh Allen. Yep,
Josh
Allen still being Josh Allen. Yeah, it's still Josh Allen, man.
Yeah.
Josh Allen being Josh Allen.
You got one more? Oh no, you're done. You got 3.
No, I did all mine. Yeah, that was your last one. So we're good.
Yep.
We can do either Inferno or Showers next if you want.
We'll do Showers, then Inferno, then top
Potatoes.
10, and then week 4.
Oh, top 10 then. What about potatoes?
Oh yeah, potatoes and then week 4.
Do you want to do potatoes before top 10 or do you want to do top 10 then
before
potatoes?
top 10?
Okay. So we'll go Showers, Inferno, potatoes, top 10?
Showers, Inferno, potatoes, top 10.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to do first Showers?
I'll hit the Showers first. So I'm going to take
Since I did the game balls?
I'm going to take the easy one. Jake Browning, hit the Showers.
Damn you! You bitch! Fair enough, though. I'll take the next easiest one. Russell Wilson, take a shower, sir. You're on that bench now.
So I'm going to go for the next dunk. Michael Penix, take a shower.
Ooh, yep, fair enough. Well, then I'll take the next dunk. Tua Tagovailoa, take a shower.
And I'll take the next easy dunk. Ramondre Stevenson, take a shower. Learn how to hold on to the football.
There's not as many easy dunks, but I'll take another fairly easy dunk and go, Derrick Henry, buddy. You need to go take a shower.
You know who else was on mine?
Three.
I thought you were gonna take my other one here, which was C.J. Stroud.
Oh, I thought about it though. I did think about it. I also did think about doing what's his name? Jordan Love. There we go. I was like the quarterback from fucking.
Fair enough.
Green Bay, because he had that really bad late interception.
All right, go ahead and start the Infernos for us, sir.
All right, so I'm going to start with my least hot, and then we'll go to most hot for mine.
Okay.
So for my least hot, we'll start in the 5th circle, so right in the middle. I still think these are starting hot to begin with for me, in my opinion. Brian Dable, you're in the 5th circle. You can survive if Jackson Dart's good. But if Jackson Dart really tanks, there is a chance you might not survive through to next season.
I'm going to start in the 1st circle because I don't think he's that hot yet. But there are some tremors for me.
questions? You got some
Got
questions
some
for somebody?
questions for D'Amico Ryans of the Houston
Oh,
Texans.
okay. I get it though. I get it.
You had a
I
really
thought
good
about
year
it, but I didn't
one.
want to put them yet.
You had a really
Yeah.
good year one. You slipped a little in year two, and now you're 0-3 in year three.
Yeah.
Questions need to be asked.
No, I feel you. I feel you. All right, let's go to my next hottest. Going straight to the eighth circle. Eighth circle is Zach Taylor. Dude, Jake Brown is obviously not it, but I mean, you got some. Your defense is fucked. Your offense is fucked. I think there was at least a dozen plays that I saw Jamar Chase just half-ass it after halfway through the fucking game. There a culture problem going on, and guess what? The easiest way to fix a culture problem: start from the head. Unfortunately, you're the next piece of the head.
I also have Zach Taylor here, but he's only in my fifth. And
Oh wow, you're being nice.
I'm being nice because it was Joe Burrow that you lost, and Burrow was obviously the glue that held the team together. But I've been warning people, Zach Taylor is only Zach Taylor because of Joe Burrow.
No, I know. I've been saying it for a while too.
I honestly think I don't think he's that
yeah.
great of a head coach.
I don't think he is.
I think you could do a lot better. And I think as this season goes on, if you can't find a way to patch that, you're going to see the heat turned way up on his seat.
Oh yeah, that's why I have him at eighth already, because I think if this team, despite, I'll put it this way, if you can't win football games without Joe Burrow, you don't deserve Joe Burrow.
Yes.
All right, for my final Inferno, my final spot, I'm sure we have probably the same person. Ninth circle, Mike McDaniels.
Yes.
I like Mike. I think he's actually a good coach, but I just think that Mike McDaniels on this team with this roster has run its course. And either you need to let Mike McDaniels go, or you have to decide to let basically the roster go and do a full rebuild with Mike McDaniels as your orchestrator for doing so. Those are your only two options, and I feel like the owner has to decide one way or another by the end of the season which way he's going to go.
Yep, Mike McDaniel, ninth circle. I agree. You either have to choose this is your coach and you believe in him, and you got to let him remake your roster, or you have to let him go and find a coach that wants to work with the roster you currently have.
Yeah,
I almost feel like I want to swap McDaniel and Taylor.
In a weird way, I kind of would be okay with that.
Yeah. Let Taylor
I think
work
the Bengals
with Tua
would be a much better team. I don't know if Taylor would be better for Tua, but he does play more defensively, so maybe it would be fine. I don't know.
It would be interesting, if nothing else.
Yeah.
I'd almost like to do a coach trade.
I would definitely like to see Mike McDaniel, though, on the Bengals with working with Joe Burrow. That would be interesting with that offense that he runs. That would be fun.
Yes. All right.
But yeah, that's all I got on that. Where did you place him, by the way, on yours? Did you put him in your 10th?
Ninth.
You put him in ninth as well?
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you. All right. Yep. Time for some potatoes?
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Me or you?
I'll start.
Okay.
Maybe the first coach fired this season will not be named Mike McDaniel.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, Zach Taylor is still, like I said, he's pretty high on my list at this point. There's a chance that happens. Brian Dable probably won't be fired because they're going to probably let him just try to work out Jackson Dart. If they do fire him, it'll be at the very end of the season. Bengals typically don't fire mid-season, so, I mean, I think Mike McDaniel is the most likely option. I'm trying to think if there's any other. I guess, I mean, the Titans, there is some pressure on the Titans head coach for some reason. I've heard that he's getting some pressure, so maybe. I don't know. There isn't too many other teams that I can think of. I mean, Cowboys, but his first year, and, you know, Jerry Jones being Jerry Jones ain't going to fire him. Panthers are looking fine. Jets are fine. Patriots are fine. I'm trying to think. I'm just going over the teams in my head and trying to think if there's any other. Yeah, but I haven't heard any rumblings for Gannon at all.
I haven't
Like,
heard anything either way.
I feel like they're just kind of letting him be almost, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think so many people are just like, it's the Cardinals, whatever. Like, it almost feels like they've kind of given in, just been like, whatever. McVay's obviously fine. Saints, but again, first year head coach doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm not gonna eat that just because like out of all of the options, he makes the most sense currently, unfortunately. Now I don't think it'll happen to be honest, but if it does, I feel like he's the most likely option. All right, for my first one, which is kind of funny, based upon what you just did. Maybe Tua is the problem.
I won't say no to that. I'll eat half of it at the very least. It very well could be. And it could be just that he's gotten so many concussions from the way he plays.
He might have just gotten hit so much.
He doesn't have the best decision-making capability anymore.
It's very possible, actually. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, personally. Is that he just doesn't see the field the way that he should anymore. He's gotten hit too many times. It's time for him to hang it up and maybe think about his long-term health.
Potentially. I won't disagree with that, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen.
No, it doesn't. All right. Maybe we'll have an 0-17 team this year?
0-17? Who is currently 0-3? Let's see here. 0-3, Tennessee, New Orleans, Houston, Giants,
Dolphins,
and Jets. I think the Jets will likely win a game. I'm gonna rule out the obvious ones. So I think Jets will likely win a game at some point. They seem good enough that they will. Houston inevitably is going to win a game at some point. So that kind of leaves me with the Titans, the Saints, and the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will probably win a game at some point. I think the Titans have a good chance, but New Orleans is so bad. There's a chance New Orleans actually does go 0-17. They were close. I don't know how many other... I'm not going to look at their schedule and look through all of it to figure it out, but I don't know how many easy games they got left. I know their next game's at Buffalo. They're not winning that fucking game. So I'll munch on it. I'll say the Saints are the likely option. I'll munch on it. Titans could easily do it too. But those are the top obvious really bad teams.
All right. Fair enough.
It could happen. It could definitely happen. Now I don't know. Hold on, I gotta check something. Actually, I'm not even gonna check it because it doesn't even matter. Let's just say, in theory, this I don't know if this game is scheduled or when it happens, or if it's gonna happen potentially in the playoffs. Doesn't matter. But if the Chargers and Ravens play against each other, this year will be the time that Jim finally beats Jim Harbaugh.
You mean that John beats Jim? Or Jim beats John?
No, Jim beats John. So Jim is the Chargers, John is Ravens. So Jim beats John.
Jim has yet to beat John, if I remember right.
Jim has not beaten John yet. So that's why I'm saying
what?
This
I'll
is finally
that.
the year
I'll
Jim will beat
the
John.
The Chargers are really good. For some reason this year they come to winning close games, and the football gods are kicking the other one in the nuts. I think that's what's going to happen. Yes.
This is the year that finally Jim beats John in the Harbaugh Bowl.
This one is about a player, and just based on last season and this season that we've seen so far, maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. just isn't that good.
Now, I get where you're coming from, and I actually thought about this. But here's why I'm going to say no. And I'm going to just throw this as the most obvious example. We thought this about Quentin Johnston. He's in his third year, and now he's having really good games. Maybe for some reason, Marvin Harrison is just taking a little longer to adjust as well to the NFL. And maybe his third year like Quentin, he'll have a breakout year. However, I will agree that it does seem like he has some catching issues. But again, on the same breath, Quentin
So did Quentin
Johnston
Johnson.
looked like he had brick for hands as well. So
And then he came out this season, and this year he's been amazing.
he looks great. So it's, I want to hold my breath. I don't want to quite jump to conclusions yet, but I do understand why that's the talk. Yeah,
Okay.
he is definitely not looking great, but
All right.
I'm willing to give him one more year.
All right. Fair enough.
All right, my last one. Maybe, just maybe, finally, after all of these years, it's finally the Bills' time to win a Super Bowl.
The way they're playing, I'd say it's almost freaking inevitable. The Chiefs have dropped off. The football gods are kicking the Ravens in the nuts.
Yep.
And I don't think there's a team in the NFC.
There's not another team
The
at
Lions
least in
are
the
the
AFC
only
that's
team,
even close.
but there's nobody in the NFC I think that will match them.
Lions or Eagles are the only ones that have a chance right now.
Yeah,
as it looks.
And even then, I think they'd get beat by the Bills. The Bills are just.
And then AFC wise, the only other team that's even really contending with them at all at this point to me is Chargers and Ravens. As long as the Ravens don't have getting continuous kicks in the nuts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like
the Chiefs are down. This is the year for the Bills. If the Bills
Commanders aren't playing that well, Raiders are rough. Yeah.
I feel like the Bills window is a door this year, and this needs to be the
it's
year.
It's wide fucking open.
This needs to be the year they need to go through it if they're going to win one.
Josh Allen just can't be scared of doors and has to walk through it.
Yep. I think that's what they are a complete football team. They play very well defensively. They play very well offensively. And I think if there was, I'll eat this potato whole. I'm going to put frickin' cheese and sour cream and butter all over it and just.
You gonna twice bake it too?
Yeah, bacon. Just awesome. Yeah.
Twice bake that potato.
Now I want it to be a sweet potato with some marshmallows.
Oh yeah, sweet
sugar.
potatoes. Yeah.
Baked sweet potato. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't like regular potatoes, but I love sweet potatoes.
I like both.
I prefer sweet potatoes if given the option.
Although, yeah, because Texas Roadhouse down here does a baked sweet potato.
Yeah. I love sweet potatoes. Sweet potato fries too are way better than regular French fries.
God,
don't at
so
me.
good.
I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Sweet potato fries are amazing.
Yep.
All right.
But yeah. All right. So do you have one more, or was that that
was it?
That was the last one, right?
Yep. All right. Ready for the top 10?
Oh sure.
You want to start?
Oh sure. Yeah. I'll stop. I'll start, not stop. At number 10, I have a team that only is on here because it feels like it's my obligation that they should be on here. And that's the Chiefs. Chiefs are at 10. They haven't been playing well. Quite frankly, if they keep playing as poorly as they have been, they probably won't be on this list next week, but we'll see.
I have at number 10 a team that, again, I feel obligated to put here because they've been playing well, but they've just been getting kicked in the dick by the football gods. It's the Baltimore Ravens. Because they really should be better than 1 and 2.
They should be. At number 9, I have another team that I, on paper, think should probably be a little better than they've been showing up so far, but it's only week 3. They had a really good showing last year. We'll see if they can bounce back a little bit more. I do have the Washington Commanders at number 9.
At number 9 for me, it's the same for you. I have a team on here that they have to be on here because they've had injuries, they've had suspensions, they have other things that are going on, and it's the Chiefs. I think they're better than what they've showed so far. They barely lost week 1 to the Chargers. They haven't gotten their heads kicked in by anybody yet. So I think they're better than a 1 and 2 team. I think they've just had some unfortunate injuries and some unfortunate problems.
At number 8, I have a team that had a slight, just a slight hiccup at the beginning, but they've been. I think they have figured out their slight issues, and they're coasting through. I think that this is a team that will likely rise up my board. I think I'm maybe having them just a little low because I'm It's a team that I'm used to being disappointed by. So at 8, I have the Seattle Seahawks.
At number 8, I have a team that had a slight hiccup last week, but otherwise has been stellar, and it's the Green Bay Packers.
All right, not even on my list.
I couldn't avoid them because I think their defense is just so fucking good.
I guess, but last week did not impress me on that front.
That's why they're
8th. That's the only reason they're actually not on my list. They're probably 11 or 12. They're right there, but I couldn't do it. At number 7, team that's 3-0, but they look like they might be paper tigers. We'll see. Indianapolis Colts.
Not bad. At number 7, I have a team that had a hiccup week 1, but otherwise has been fairly dominant, and they're probably going to rise even more beyond 7. It just took me a while to believe that they're still the team and that they had returned to their old ways, and it's the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, okay. At number 6, I have another 3-0 team, but last week was a little tighter than they wanted. Tampa Bucks. I do think that they are a good enough team, but I want to see them start pulling away more from the competition.
At number 6, I have a team that I think could win their division, but it's going to be tight because there is another team that is sitting at about 11 or 12 right now that is just off the board. And in fact, if the Packers slip again, they're going to take the Packers spot. So right now, though, I have the LA Rams at number 6.
Oh, okay.
I think they are they're a very good team, and I think it's going to come down between them and Seattle.
I'm not gonna lie, that is a team I slept on. I did forget to put them on my list. They probably would be on here somewhere, but I'm not even sure who I would move. Maybe Commanders? I don't know. Either way, but they didn't make my list. At number 5, I have a team that's 1-2, but only because I think that they really shouldn't be 1-2.
It's the Ravens.
I did put the Baltimore Ravens here. Yeah. I did do it. They play so good. I just couldn't drop them low. I just couldn't do it. They play too good.
I get it.
Now, if they start doing that stuff, next week and the week after that, I might finally go, okay, listen, there's a pattern here I'm not liking. You can't finish your games now, and that's a problem. But so far, I think they've just had some minor tweaks, and I think they'll be right back on top of it.
So at number 5, I have a team that you had a little lower. I like them. It doesn't seem to matter where they're at. They seem to find a way to win. They are the comeback boys of the NFL this year, and it is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It doesn't matter where they're at. They're going to win by 1 or 2 points. They're that team this year.
Fair enough. At number 4, I have a team I'm a little higher up on, only because I did not believe fully that the bounce off was a bounce off. I have the Detroit Lions at number 4. I figured that might have been a 1-week goof up, but I wanted to make sure before I this week before I really committed to that stake. I think the Lions are still plenty good. The Lions, they might be a little bit more inconsistent, but I think they're still the Lions.
So for me, I have Indiana Jones and the Colts at 4. I just want to enjoy it while it's here. Yes, I know they really haven't played anybody major that's put a real test on them that we could say is a playoff team. This week, I think we're going to see what their metal is made of. And I think that if they beat the Rams this week, this is going to really solidify that, yes, they should be a top 5 team.
Yes, and if that does happen, they will jump up my board if they manage to beat the Rams.
Yep.
And then that will also solidify the fact that the Rams shouldn't have been a top 10 team on my list.
Exactly. They'll fall right out of mine and get replaced with the Seahawks.
Funny how that works. All right, fair enough. At number 3, I have the other Harbaugh team, the Chargers. I think they are an excellent football team. I think they're the only other AFC team that's really contending for a spot outside of, the obvious number 1 for me.
See, I have for me, it's the Eagles at number 3, just because they haven't been playing inspired football. It's been lazy.
I agree.
Lazy wins.
Up until the end of last week, that's the only reason I'm giving them that benefit of the doubt, because it showed to me that they still have that 4th gear when they need it.
Yeah, but I don't. It doesn't
I
feel
get
like
it.
they want
I
to
get it.
repeat.
I get it, but I'm not sure. I totally agree. We'll see.
All right.
Based upon that, as it's self-evident, at number 2, I do have the Eagles. Um, you had them at 3. I do think that they can still go in that 4th year. It feels like they're kind of doing a similar thing that they did last year, where they really kind of went slow, picked up the pace, and then punched everyone in the mouth in the playoffs. Now, is that going to be what happens? I don't think so, honestly. But I do think that they will be a team that it feels like they get heated up the further into the season it goes. So I think they're still a very good football team, but we'll see. And I assume we both have the same number 1.
Yeah, at 2, I have the Chargers.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with them this year. I like them better than the Eagles. And at number 1, we both have the Bills.
The Bills.
Yeah, this is the Bills' year, in my opinion.
This has to be it.
Yeah.
If they cannot do it this year, they will never get one.
Yeah. This is
it has to be this year, dude. It has to be.
Best chance, in my opinion.
This is the best chance they've had since the 3 times they went in the 90s.
Yes.
Like this is their best chance.
This is their best year for it. And I think they're finally going to do it this year, if you had to ask me.
I think this is their best chance.
I would put money on it this year.
If I had enough money to put on it, I'd do it. I still will forever regret that 1 year where I called that the Bucs were going to play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl at the Bucs Stadium and the Bucs were going to win with Tom Brady on it. Like that year, I literally called it before the season started. If I would have put money down on it, I would have won so much goddamn money.
You would have.
I'm so mad.
You wouldn't need to worry about jobs anymore.
No, I'm so mad about it. The 1 year I called it perfectly.
Alrighty. Ready for week 4?
Yeah, let's go through week 4. I haven't even looked at all. I know there are a couple games, but I haven't looked through many. So.
All right. The game tonight. Seahawks at Cardinals.
Oh, Seahawks, no question.
Yep, no question. The way they're playing, they're going to kill them.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, Dublin, Ireland, Vikings and Steelers.
You know, the Steelers' defense has not even been impressing me. Their offense is just good enough, but I think with the defense that the Vikings had, if they continue bringing that pressure, I think Vikings win.
I agree. Chargers at Giants.
As much as I like Jackson Dart, unfortunately, you're getting thrown to the wolves against the Chargers. I don't think they're winning that game. I think Chargers win. Yeah.
Titans at Texans.
Neither team is playing all that well. But like I said, I figured the Texans have the best chance at winning a football game, and I still believe that. I think Texans win this game.
I agree. Commanders at Falcons.
I mean, Falcons didn't play well, but I know that was really a bad off game. But Commanders, do we know if Jaden Daniels is back, or is it gonna be Marcus Mariota?
I haven't heard.
Don't know yet. I mean, Mariota still played plenty well. I'll go Commanders. I think Commanders are a better football team.
I agree. Bills at Saints. We don't even need to ask.
Bills, I don't even have to, yeah.
Or Saints at Bills, pardon.
Doesn't matter.
Eagles
still Bills.
at Bucks.
Ooh. Listen, I like the Bucks a lot. Unless they get a huge score early on, I think the Eagles are a tough team to just beat. Personally, I'm going to go Eagles.
I'll go.
I don't
Bucks.
like it, but I'm going Eagles.
I'm going Bucks. The Bucks are just they to me they're the comeback kid.
Yeah, I know, I get it, but that's why I said unless they get a big score, it's gonna be hard. I feel like but we'll see.
Browns at Lions.
I mean, come on, it's the Lions.
Should be. I don't think they're gonna screw it up the way Green Bay did.
No.
Panthers at Patriots.
Patriots didn't play really well. Panthers didn't either, but the Panthers did capitalize on the mistakes of their other team, which is important. So, weirdly enough, I'm gonna go Panthers because maybe Stevenson continues to drop the football.
I'll take the Patriots because I don't think he's gonna play.
You never know.
Jags at Niners.
Is this the week that Purdy's supposed to be back?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Um, 49ers are finding ways to win games, but I do think the Jags right now are a better football team at the moment, just because of the less injuries. Not overall, but like I think just on paper, what they have, I think they're a better team. So I think I'm gonna go Jags.
I'll take the Niners.
Just to be contrarian. Mm-hmm.
A bit, but also I'm not sure. Like, I just there's a feeling. This is the fun one. Colts at Rams.
Listen, I've been enjoying the Colts show while it's lasted, but I just don't think they have it in them to beat the Rams. So I'm picking Rams.
I'm gonna take Indiana Jones and the
Excuse me, apologies.
And the Indianapolis Colts to beat the Rams
All right.
and prove they are not paper tigers.
All right.
Ravens at Chiefs.
I think the Ravens will finally win another game. I just think the Ravens are a better team right now.
I agree, and even if Xavier Worthy plays, I just think the Ravens are going to be.
I don't
too
think
much.
that's enough.
Yeah, without Rice and everything else. Yeah. Bears at Raiders.
Raiders have been looking rough. Bears just came off a really good win. Weird. This is gonna be weird, but I'm gonna pick the Bears. As
will I. Packers at Cowboys for the Sunday night game.
Listen, this is a game where I really don't care who wins. To be honest with you, I could care less. I hate both teams, but I have a feeling that the Packers are going to want an aggressive comeback game after that Browns loss. So I think they're going to smash the shit out of the Cowboys.
I agree. And then the game that's going to give us all radiation poisoning for having to watch on Monday Night Football, the Jets at the Dolphins.
Jets?
I agree.
I mean, yeah, that's not
At least
a great
the Jets
game.
have been in all their games, and the Dolphins have
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. The Dolphins have done a couple of just laying down.
Totally. All right. Well, I got nothing else. You got anything else?
Nope, not really.
All right. Then what we'll say is we'll see you back here again next week. We want you to enjoy your week. And we believe that if you think your way through it, you can do it. Believe in yourself. We know you've got this. In the meantime, what we're going to say to you is if you like what we have done here, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit that thumbs up, turn on the bell so that you know when we've posted this stuff, because it comes out randomly sometimes. Depends when I get it edited.
True.
Very true.
Very true.
I'm hoping to get this out before the weekend. That is my goal.
Okay.
I want to get it out tomorrow if I can. We will see if that happens. It will depend on my homework.
Sounds good.
Outside of that, we're going to tell you, stay bearded.